Northumberland is the largest dark sky park in the UK, and the second largest in Europe, in fact. And what that means is that when you come to a place like Northumberland, we're escaping all of that light pollution that you would find in a town or city or even in a little village. Places like that have lots of street lights and housing lights, floodlights illuminating buildings and stuff, which isn't good for the night sky. And we know that because any source of light that heads up into our atmosphere scatters around the place really well. When the moon's out, you can't see as many stars because the moonlight scatters through the atmosphere. When the sun's out in the daytime, sunlight's scattering through the atmosphere and changing our sky to blue.
And this is why we only see the stars at night. Escaping the light of these vast metropolises that we live inside of can be difficult, but thanks to the International Dark Sky Association, dark sky parks are popping up all over the world.
Which means that when you come to Northumberland on a cold, dark, crisp winter's night, no moon in the sky, perfect conditions. You can see thousands of stars with the naked eye, including the Milky Way.
You can come to anywhere in this 1,500 square kilometre dark sky park and enjoy the pure inky black of the night sky. But I want to take a trip off the beaten track and visit somewhere very close to my heart.
When I was 8 or 9 and we were doing those astronomy projects at school, my mum took me to a public observatory, and that's what's brought me here. I remember using a telescope like this, probably a little bit smaller than this, but at an observatory when I was 8 years old with my mum. And the first thing I remember looking at through a telescope like this was the moon, and being able to see those different mountain regions on the surface of our moon for the very first time. This was the first time I'd seen something in great detail outside of our planet. And then they swung their telescope towards the planet Mars, and I saw this red disk of light. And it was that moment that I still remember to this day. I don't remember much from my childhood because it was such a long time ago, but I remember that to this day, the vision of Mars and the moon through a telescope just like this one. The stars that we look at through our telescopes here at Kielder, they're just like our sun, but most of them are much, much bigger. Our sun is just 1 million miles wide, which is still 109 times the width of the Earth. But these ones can be much bigger than that. They're just really, really far away. But how far away? Distance is one of the most difficult things to grasp when we're talking about stuff in the night sky. If we took our sun, for example, and we made it just the size of a grain of dirt that I've got here in my hand, on that scale, after shrinking it down from 1 million miles wide to just the size of this grain of dirt, our planet Earth would sit maybe about 20 centimetres from that point here. The planet Pluto, that'd probably be over near the observatory over there. But what about the nearest star to us, the nearest sun to ours? Well, we'd have to go even further than that.
Proxima Centauri, our nearest star, sits 4.24 light years away from our planet. And what that means is that light has taken 4.24 years to get from that planet to us here on Earth, which means it's an incredibly long way away. So far away, in fact, that our scale of the universe would take us beyond the Kielder Forest Park.
We'd have to come here, 35 miles away, to Newcastle Airport. So the next time it's a nice clear night outside, why not venture a little bit further than your back garden?